Julie?
Amanda? Noah?
Yeah. What's going on? What's up?
I can see you guys. He's in there with you.
There is nothing worth worrying about. Everything happens for a reason.
So we just got a brand new episode of the Mandela Catalogue, and right now we're gonna check out the Mandela Catalogue Vol.6 by Alex Kister.
And got ourselves into a pickle this time, Pete. Can hardly see with all this rain.
You know what? I'm glad I can't
This
see
is
ya.
low, isn't
I
it?
let you row, now we're stranded too.
Well, you told me to row, Pete.
Well, I shouldn't have. Lord have mercy. I'm dying with a moron.
What moron, Pete?
Oh.
Why is moron censored?
Wait,
That's
Pete,
weird.
You hear that? Could that be him?
Last time I checked, that kid didn't sound like a singing lady.
Hey, check it out.
But it don't look like a lady.
Yeah, you're right. She's,
Something's wrong with her.
What do you mean something? Is it like a, what is it, a banshee? What is it, like a singing siren? Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay, that's horrifying. Volume 6. It's been a while since we saw like the 5th volume. I'm actually really excited for this one.
Unless you're some kind of psychopath, you don't find joy in torturing and killing animals.
Can I like center this in the middle? Is that
And
possible?
why is that? Because animals are innocent, whereas humans are not. It's less of a toll on the mind to cut off the limbs and blind a man who massacres an entire race of his own kind. Could there possibly be a reality in which animals have their own unspoken rules about their own societies that we'll never know? We may have our own branching systems and laws that make sense to us, and we may think that we are intellectually
Oh my God.
superior to any species we have dominion over. But that doesn't mean we need to wipe them out. And why is that? Because we respect life.
True. Yeah.
Even if we will never understand the inner workings of their communities, it's none of our business.
But what's the context of
It
this?
is our responsibility to ensure our own ventures don't get in the way of nature.
So it's be respectful of everybody. 2011. Welcome back, Julie. I think I remember this one from the last video, or like the last part. There was like a chat room with like a couple of friends, I believe. If there's one thing I love, it's that this video here is like 1440p, and like the quality is just mwah, crisp. Bythrone. Wait, I think I remember Bythrone. We have Amanda. Amanda, it's the first thing they teach at VET. Bythrone High Sports Awards. And then do we have Cat22 Enjoyer? Let me know if you need anything. And then Evil M. No chats yet. Wisconsin missing person cases search. Yeah. Don't worry, hun. She'll be okay. How do you know that? It's the first thing they teach in vet school. Amanda? I really need to talk. Please. I messed up again. But she's offline. Oh wait, the profile picture changed. But she's offline, right?
Hang on, Julie. I'm just leaving work now. Just give me a sec, okay? Hey, you still there?
Yeah,
What's going on, girl? Talk to me.
you're gonna be mad at me again.
Again? Were you searching again?
Searching
Yeah.
for what?
You need to do an internet detox. Seriously. I'll even do it with you.
I can't.
Why not?
If there's stuff going on that I need to know,
What stuff? What are you talking about?
like stuff that's going on around us.
And what would that be?
I don't know. I keep finding old videos, like stuff that was supposed to be hidden. You're just gonna say it's stupid again, but I think I found some really bad stuff.
Julie, spit it out already. I won't judge, I promise.
Is it like the dark web kind of stuff? Or like deep
Okay,
web?
So, there's this girl who jumped off the top of her apartment building a couple months ago because of this conversation she had online, and the news never covered it. And there's a video of it on some weird website from someone who
she's
just stumbled across it.
spiraling.
But it
She's
keeps
going
getting
crazy.
removed if you try reposting it literally anywhere, and I don't know why anyone is more concerned about this. I don't know what's going on.
Whoa. Julie, slow down, okay?
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, why are you even... What makes you think any of this is real? You know you're not supposed to believe in everything on the internet, right? Maybe there's a reason that police were never involved. I don't know.
But there's video evidence of the conversation she was having before she did it.
It could have been fake.
Someone got her to kill herself, and it happened like 20 minutes away. This happened that close to us, and we never heard about it.
Where was this,
But
Julie?
maybe the investigation is still ongoing.
I don't want to say it out loud.
What, are you going to die in 7 days if you do? Or what?
My intuition has never failed me.
No offense, but it's bold of you to assume that something more is going on here. That's not for you to know. We don't know anything, and that's okay. But your anxiety probably makes you think you have to. There is 1.5 million things in the world that you could be worrying about, so why does this happen to be the one that's worth your energy? Julie,
Because it feels
you
right.
need to put your mental health first. This just doesn't make any sense. It's just I can't even...
Wait, what's going on? Wait, what's that sound?
Oh my God, what now?
What's going on?
Nothing, it's just Noah.
Please don't hang up yet.
It sounds like she's chronically
Hello?
online. Like, I understand that, like,
Amanda?
investigating...
Sorry, hang on. He says it's an emergency.
What's an emergency?
Wait, why is he joining the call? Wait, what
Noah?
the hell?
Yeah, hello?
What's going on? Make it quick.
Dude, Adam just texted me.
What did he say?
He said, hey man, sorry for the absence. I needed some time alone, but I want to hang out again. I'm in Mandela County. You should stop over.
Okay.
Mhm.
You going?
Well, it's like really sketchy though, right? Like lots of like crime and stuff.
Sure is. Wait,
So you're asking them to
you're
join?
not gonna ask me to go with you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Listen, I know you two have bad blood or whatever.
Amanda, I think that's where that girl died.
What girl?
What girl?
Oh my God, just hang on. Noah, this isn't really good for...
I feel like, okay, hold on. I think the problem is Julie is like chronically online and looks for online ghost stories, and then she has like a couple of friends who is like more logical and realistic. And I understand being younger and looking up creepy stuff online. I remember being like 12 or 15 and watching ghost videos on YouTube, and that would terrify me. When I was 15, I searched up ghost videos, and I saw like a couple of videos of like, you know, screenshots in the ghost chair, you know, with the ghost girl rocking the one Scary Maze game. And I was afraid for several months. Even as a teenager, I was terrified and I couldn't even sleep in my own bed because of all that stuff. If you have no counterpoint or no countermeasure, you're gonna believe everything you see because you don't have any proof telling you otherwise. So I understand being in this case here when you are chronically online and you search for everything and you can believe for everything, but definitely you need some more logic in your life, if that makes sense. Like, you need to think more logically instead of just believing everything, because as of right now, the only thing that Julie is telling us is stuff that she has read online. We don't have any concrete proof. We don't have any other sources that is telling us that this is real or fake. The only thing we have is maybe like an article or like a couple of news clippings online, if that makes sense.
Leave ordinary behind. There's no telling what you might find. Leave behind worry and embrace discovery.
Brand new drug available now, guys.
Leave stress behind.
Camera feed.
Memories worth remembering. Leave behind everything.
That's a face, isn't it?
Your new home is just around the corner.
Is it it's a commercial for
Mandela County today.
I was about to say it's a commercial for Mandela County. But why would you move to Mandela County when so much shit has been happening? Oh god.
And now, from Alaska's news source, this is the Channel 2 News 5 o'clock report.
$29. So this is 2 years after, right? It was first 27 and now it's 29.
God? What do you mean? Like, how do you know?
Trust me. I know.
He's from the previous episode, right?
Makes it very clear to me.
Well, what does he tell you exactly?
He wants me to spread messages. Information. I couldn't put it into words. It didn't make any sense. It wasn't meant for me.
So, when does he speak to you?
Every day, every hour, I just learned to block it out. I try to.
And do you think this is all happening, what, because of him?
Look at what's happening to me. Do you have a better explanation? Have you looked around? Why did you bring me back here? I know I messed up. I think there's more to it than just...
Why do you think that?
He hasn't spoken to me in a while.
With that in mind, knowing that we are animals in our own right, there's surely something out there that has dominion over us. The same way we do over animals and everything beneath them. If we think of bacteria as life coexisting with us on Earth, despite not being conscious, you must consider the exponential growth of sentience that increases with every link on the food chain.
I mean, true.
And how that growth continues into the ether.
So there's always one who has, like, control over the one that's below them is what they're talking about. So even though we're the one in control on Earth here, there has to be someone who has control over us in one way or another. Whoa, that looks like an old DOS game almost. But that has to be God, right? Oh my Jesus Christ, man! That has to be God. If we have control over animals, then God must have control over us.
So, what's he saying now?
Nothing. The little bubble has
Or
been
the
up for like 40 minutes.
the supernatural.
I can't even imagine why it would be taking this long. He's writing on essay.
Are you sure about this?
What? Yeah, don't flake on me now. I swear to God.
I know there's just, like, weird vibes around here.
Good Lord, you're really starting to sound just like Julie.
You're the one that dragged me along. You don't think that maybe she had a point?
I feel like she's a little bit...
I thought your whole job was to gaslight her into thinking she didn't have a point.
I don't think...
Wait, so it's real? All of it is real then? If they're talking about gaslighting?
I've seen things too. Sometimes I hear things in dreams, but I think that's what happens when you lock yourself into a certain mindset, I guess. I don't know about you, but...
And what's been keeping you so held down? Hidden away?
I still have hope, kid.
No, you don't. You think you do. You're not seeing things because of your isolation. They're the ones keeping you isolated. They tried it on me. It's all been planned out.
I'm sorry, the hallucinations have been planned out.
They're not hallucinations. That's what I want you to think.
Foreshadowing? They're like predictions.
Haven't you?
As in the mirror, right?
We don't know anything. It's impossible. We were never in control. No one is coming to save us. This is it.
Wait, that's Adam. Wait, that's Adam. So the guy that they're going to visit right now is the guy sitting in here. Is it like a police investigation? Oh, they're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, according to him.
And he said he wanted to hang out?
Here?
Here?
It looks abandoned.
Crack
Who the hell are we to judge? God forbid someone needs some support. I mean, holy shit, ain't that monumental? Who knows what he's been up to for the last year? And unlike you, I don't just leave people when they don't serve me anymore. This is the least you can do because he's our friend.
Oh, excuse me. Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
I feel like they're both like desperate. He's desperate. I forgot Noah. Noah's a bit desperate to be there for his friend.
Adam? Buddy? You in there, man?
Are you sure this is the right place? Just think about it. This house?
In the middle of the night, yeah.
Sign that up there.
1711.
Okay, yeah.
You wouldn't just break in. I mean, if he's not responding, why would you do that?
Awesome.
No electricity?
Nope.
It's a crack house. What did you expect?
Gotta hurry, because that flash is gonna die soon.
For God's sake, Noah.
Adam! Where you at, buddy? Hello? We want to help you, man. You just have to tell us where you are.
Are these all 3D models? That's actually cool. I remember when like Mandela Catalogue was like PNG images and like, you know, just glitch effects and so on. But now when it's full on, whoa! They were talking about someone's reflection,
hey,
right? What is your reflection?
That light in here? I can't see shit.
Noah,
What?
Whose phone is that?
Yeah. What's going on? What's up?
Get out.
Guys, you need to...
You need
There's
to...
another video.
What? You're cutting out, Julie. Say it again?
I can see you guys. He's in there with you.
It's a live feed.
hell is
Wait,
she
wait, wait. So
talking
this
about?
entire place is being live streamed.
What do you mean, Julie? What does that mean?
So maybe being...
No, I don't.
She knows what she's doing. You know what she's doing. Amanda, where did all the confidence go? She's trying to bring you down into her little pity party, and it is working. Clearly. Just leave it. Just leave it.
No. You. I'm going in the car, and I'd rather help her than you right now, frankly.
I can't... I'm gonna give my comments at the end. Because I definitely feel like Julie is a pick-me. She wants to be like the center of it.
Is out there. They must maintain the same respect for nature that we do. Just in their own incomprehensible languages. We're all here for a reason. All the homeless shelters, animal sanctuaries, anthills, microbiomes, Earth, it remains. Whoever is watching us out there, peeking out of their fourth-dimensional windows, respects nature, respects us as humans in ways we can't even imagine.
But what if they don't? What if
It
the...
would take a lot for something out of our power to intentionally enslave all of humanity just for its own amusement. There is nothing worth worrying about. Everything happens for a reason.
She's not gonna jump, is she? Oh my god.
Since the dawn of man, we've used reflective surfaces to perceive ourselves. Otherwise, how would we know what we look like? From the hunter and gatherer society to the educated and well-dressed folk of today, we ask ourselves, who is that staring back at me? Some would say, what a dashing young man, ready to take on the world. But those with a lower perception of oneself might see themselves differently in this reflection.
In what way?
Gods, what a hideous man. He looks like he needs a wash.
Yeah, true.
Gads, who is that? He looks like a monster.
Oh my god, that actually gave me goosebumps. Jesus Christ! I remember him from like the first episode. Oh my Jesus! God, that was actually terrifying.
Hello? Adam?
That's not their car, is it? That's someone else's car. Could that be Adam's?
Noah! Adam? Where are you, man?
Don't trust.
Noah! Amanda! I'm in here!
Don't trust. He's gonna be like in a reflection, right?
Where are you, Adam?
He's in the mirror. He's in the mirror. He's the reflection. He's the reflection. Don't trust. Don't trust. This is a bad idea. I wouldn't. I wouldn't if I was you.
What the hell? Adam?
Whoa. Whoa.
Adam?
Noah! Amanda!
Adam! What's
Noah!
going on, man?
Noah! Noah! Amanda!
Oh my god.
Noah! Noah!
Holy shit. From what? From the dawn till dusk the hunter sat by the pond with his fishing spear. He would gaze into the water, watching his reflection, waiting for fish. When no fish came, he continued to stare, lost in the water's surface, watching himself. The water became still even though the wind was fierce, a perfect mirror. The hunter's reflection smiled deeply and plunged the spear into its own heart. Reflection smiled into his own heart. The hunter never went fishing again. Holy shit, dude. There's a couple of things I want to talk about and mention. I feel like my mind is a little bit scattered right now because of everything that happens in this video here. But I think taking it from the start and then going over piece by piece is probably like the easiest way to go through it. But this episode here was, just like with all the other episodes, it has like a deeper meaning, if that makes sense, right? If we take it from like the friend group at the start, I feel like Julie is definitely like the nervous, it's not para, what is it? Julie is definitely like the pick-me, nervous kind of girl, the one that's, paranoid. She's extremely paranoid. She sounds like the person where she wants to be the center of attention. She looks up a lot of stuff online, she wants to talk about, it's fine if she has like interest and so on. But it seems like her entire personality is like, oh, I'm gonna go online and look at scary videos and become paranoid and then talk to my friends about being paranoid. And then Noah wanting to meet his friend totally makes sense, and them driving out to meet their friend also totally makes sense. I want to go through this one here again because I feel like my mind is going to be totally scattered and what I talk about is going to change all the time. But I want to go through this here real quick and like hear what he has to talk about.
Unless you're some kind of psychopath, you don't find joy in torturing and killing animals. And why is that?
But that's exactly what happened.
Are innocent, whereas humans are not. It's less of a toll on the mind to cut off the limbs and blind a man who massacres an entire race of his own kind. Could there possibly be a reality in which animals have their own unspoken rules about their own societies that we'll never know? We may have our own brand branching systems and laws that make sense to us. And we may think that we are intellectually superior to any species we have dominion over. But that doesn't mean we need to wipe them out. And why is that? Because we respect life.
Most people respect life, just how he talks about. And then later on, they talk about our reflection and who is above us. And it's almost like the food chain, right? We have dominions over animals and animals over insects and so on, but there needs to be an entity or a species that has dominion over us. And when we think about that for a moment, it could either be aliens, another entity, or it could be God. And when we talk about our reflection, because we as humans are a reflection of Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve was supposed to be perfect, right? But then they took out of the fruits of the forest and so on, and then they were outcast from the forest afterwards. We're not supposed to be clones of Adam and Eve. We're not supposed to be perfect. We're supposed to be descendants of them, which is why we have flaws, which is why that we are imperfect. So that reflection could basically mean that we are looking at the higher being and the one that has dominion over us. But the reflection is also how we see ourselves. And the reflection could be a way for, I don't know, the entity or God himself to look at us and gaze upon us, if that makes sense in some way. Because if we talk about this in I'm not a religious kind of guy, but if we talk about this in a religious way, us looking at our reflection is just like us looking at Adam and Eve, which is almost like looking at God in like some sort of sense, if you like really connect the dots that way. When it comes to the animals and hunting for sport and talking about having respect for other animals, I have 2 dogs. I love animals. I love dogs and so on, but I still eat meat. I still need meat in order to like survive, in order to live. And then we do have like certain individuals who don't really treat animals a right way, if that makes sense. As humans, we are smarter, clever. We are essentially the apex predator, if that makes sense. We are smarter than animals, which means that if we aren't right in the head, if we are psychopath, if we're messed up, that means that we won't respect that power imbalance that there is between us and animals. So while most of humans and most of society will accept that we just don't go out and animals, if that makes sense, that same imbalance can be with a higher entity as well. Because if most humans respect nature, like they mentioned, that means that most entities above us can respect humans. But humans are fundamentally different. Because while animals, if we take a perspective from a lion, for example, right? A lion is also a predator. A lion needs to hunt in order to get food, find a mate, get cubs, and then so on to like keep on living their life. But the lions don't drill for oil. They don't build cars. They don't have infrastructure. They don't have electricity. They don't pollute the earth. They don't make AI slop. The lion doesn't use Earth's resources to innovate or to make life easier or to make life more comfortable or to create media, to create entertainment, to create educations and systems and so on. The lion just lives the circle of life. Whereas humans, we have the ability to innovate, to be smarter, to further ourselves, to be better, to go to the moon, to travel the world, we keep on as a species innovating, either for pleasure, entertainment, or in order to understand the universe and become smarter. Where do I want to go with this? I don't know. We as humans, as a society, aren't innocent because of all the things that we have done. A lion hunts to survive, but we hunt for sport, in a certain way, in a certain aspect. So when it comes to the entity, or like the being that is above us, they have 2 choices. Either they respect that humans and their minds are so intellectually different from animals that we try to achieve a more comfortable, a better life, that we either try to seek answers, we try to live comfortably, and they just accept that. But then we may have that small percentage that is just gonna be like, screw humans, we're just gonna kill them. And that's the same that we do with animals. We're just going to be like, oh, okay, so a small percentage of humans are like, oh, screw animals, we're just going to kill them. Some people go to Africa to hunt lions and elephants and so on for sport. And the same thing could be with the entity that is above us. Because some humans don't respect animal life, that means that the entity does not respect human life. Which is why we have the cases of Mandela Catalogue, where different humans are being hunted for sport that happens later on. Adam is probably one of those humans. He talks about speaking with God, speaking to a higher power. Well, what if this higher power infected his mind, took over him, used him as a vessel to do his bidding, and his bidding is basically just hunting humans for sport.
Adam? Adam?
And we also see it with this one kind of jump scare right here, if I can find that. We have this one little scene where we're talking about reflections, right? That, depending on how we perceive ourselves... Yeah, so if you see yourself in a positive light, you feel like you're pretty, you're handsome, you can take on the world, you can do whatever you want to do. And if you see yourself in a negative light, you can see yourself as a horrible person, as a troll, as, like they say, someone needs a shower.
He looks like he needs a wash. Hey, Gads, who is that? He looks like a monster.
He looks like a monster. But usually when you look at your own reflection and feel like you look like a monster, that is when you have done something horribly. Let's just say if you kill someone, for example. If you do something unspeakable, if you do something that is looked down upon, that is disrespectful, then you will look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I am a disgusting human being, I am a monster, I'm a terrible person. Because yeah, you can have a good day where you feel like, damn, I look like $1 million. A bad day where you feel like, God, I look like shit. But if you are disappointed in yourself, if you are judging yourself, then you feel like you are a monster. And this scene here with Adam basically vandalizing himself is turning himself into his true reflection. Because right here, even though he looks a little bit messed up, he starts tearing off his skin, he removes his teeth. Now Adam looks like an actual monster. So because maybe if Adam sees himself, I think his name was Adam, if Adam sees himself as a sinner and he looks at himself in the reflection and he sees, I am a horrible person, that's why he disfigures himself that way. Because he wants his reflection to reflect what he's actually like. He doesn't want to be a wolf in sheep's clothing, if that makes any sense. I don't even know in the end, because there's like a lot of religious themes when it comes to Mandela Catalogue, but it could also just be aliens. It could also be spirits or anything like that. It's definitely God. It's definitely religious. But when we're talking about religion, you always have hell and heaven. So if it's not God, it could be a demon or again a spirit. So I kind of want to throw aliens out of the window just for a moment. I'm just spitballing, I'm just yapping at this moment, but because humans are treating the world, the earth, each other in a bad way, in a terrible way, because we are polluting the earth, killing animals, ending each other, that's why we're being punished by our minds being taken over, infected, our appearance being destroyed and vandalized and distorted, for us to take the shapes of the true monsters we are on the inside. And I think that's probably the best thing I can say about this video. I know the end was like a lot of yapping and a lot of back and forth, but that's just my theory in terms of what this episode is about. Of course, it's still Mandela Catalogue, but I wanted to see if I could make sense of it all. Other than that, Mandela Catalogue has definitely improved over the years, like I mentioned before. I remember when it was just like PNG images and like glitchy effects and so on, but now they have full-on like realistic 3D renders, and some of the scenes are absolutely horrifying. The last ones were like, the last Mandela Catalogues, if we go like a couple of years back, was just mostly jump scares, I remember. But something about, was it the second one? Unraveling? I don't know if it's Unraveling. The fifth Mandela Catalogue, or the fourth Mandela Catalogue, where it was like inside the crack house with like the spirit or like the guy breaking in and the pills and so on. That was absolutely horrifying. But this one was amazing as well, with the end where where Adam comes after them and Adam is like entirely messed up in the head. What you guys gotta do right now is check out Alex, because they make some absolute cinema. Check out Alex, subscribe to their channel, watch their videos, and then in the future, when we get like episode 5 in about like 2 years from now, and about like 1 to 2 years from now, then we're gonna check that out in the future. I do want to know your guys' opinions in the comments below, because I do know that my theory has like a lot of holes in it, and I do know that like some of that is bullshit, but I just wanted to give you my 5 cents, my 2 cents, you know, figure out what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. But yeah, let me know in the comments, did you like this? What is your thoughts on it? What is your theories on it? And then again in the future, we're gonna check out episode 7 when it comes out. So, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and with that said, I will head out.